Hey guys, John Rushing here at Rushing McCarl LLP. I want to talk to you a little bit today about litigation. What is it? If you've been sued, what is the process? What is it that you need to be thinking about? Well, let's get the obligatory disclaimer out of the way. I am not giving you legal advice. YouTube is not a place to get legal advice. It's a place to do some research, to figure out the lay of the land. And as I always tell you, call a lawyer. Don't guess about this stuff. All right, with that said, litigation. So you've been sued or you want to sue somebody. How does this work? Well, number one, there is a complaint that's filed. And typically at Rushing McCarl, we're in the business of trying to settle disputes, right? We have no problem going through trial. We have no problem of seeing a case through to the bitter end. But gosh, if it's something that can be worked out, then you want to work it out. So a lot of lawyers in cases, and we do it as well, will send a demand letter. A demand letter is a good place to start. It says to the other side, hey, look, I've got this problem. Our clients, they're crossways, and let's see if we can work this out. And sometimes those demand letters, they're ignored, or they're just flat out turned down. And then you got a question. How far do you want to take it? Well, that's where the lawsuit comes in. So if you need to file a lawsuit, you file a complaint. That complaint tells the court, hey, this is what I'm saying. They did me wrong. This is how. This is why. Breach of contract, tort, whatever it is. That complaint, of course, goes to the other side. They get a chance to answer that complaint. And if they don't want to answer it and they think that the lawyer did something that maybe doesn't make sense, they might file a motion to dismiss, or what's sometimes called a demur. And then they answer it. And they might sue you back, in which case your lawyer has to go, well, did they make a claim that is real, or is it kind of BS? And you might have a motion to dismiss on that. And then after you answer and they answer and everybody says, okay, we know exactly what we're fighting about, then we start a process called discovery. And it is exactly what it sounds like. We're trying to discover the information in the lawsuit that will help us resolve the lawsuit. So a lot of times that starts with requests to admit or interrogatories, which are questions that have to be answered under oath. Sometimes there are requests for production where we'll say, hey, we know you got a bunch of files. We know that it has to do with this issue. Give us those files. Let's take a look at it. Sometimes the other side says, no, can't give you those files. They're attorney-client privileged or they're attorney work product privileged, or they want to protect them in some other way, or they say it's not relevant. And you might have motions at that point called motions to compel. And that's where the attorneys are basically fighting over, hey, look, you've got a lawsuit. We understand that. We're going to give you what's relevant, but you don't get to look at everything. And sometimes a judge has to, decide what to do, and sometimes the attorneys can work it out. That's what I call written discovery. Then there's oral discovery. So there might be a deposition. You might be brought in and you got to raise your right hand and swear under oath and answer questions. And you need an attorney by your side. You don't do that lightly. And after the deposition, there's going to be some more motion practice. Getting tired? I know I am. That motion practice might be, motion for summary judgment. Or you may be approaching trial, and there may be trial motions called motions in limine that want to, limit what's going to be brought in. So it's a long process. It doesn't happen overnight. If you've been sued, you need to have someone in your corner that can help you. If you're going to sue someone, you need to have someone in your corner that, same thing, can help you. Can help you define what went wrong, can help you make the complaint clear, can help you through the process. Because really, as lawyers, we're officers of the court. We are trying to do justice. And it's just that sometimes my client and someone else's client, they have a different idea of what that is. So, if you've been sued, if you need to sue, call a lawyer. That's what we do. We help work things out. Rushing McCarl, California law firm. We'd love to help you if we can. We want to be your lawyers.